everyone. We are PekingComedy, and this is Draughts and Laughs at Beer Mania. I hope you guys are all ready to have a great time. We have a good show for you tonight with 6 of our funniest comedians. And are you all ready to have some fun? Yeah! All right. That's what I like to hear.
The other day, I was riding in the bus, and I looked out and I saw a sign that said, Chinatown, that way. And I'm like, oh really? There's a specific way now? Because I was under the impression that you just had to walk outside and you would find it. That's unnecessary to have that sign outside like that, you know? Maybe if it was posted on the inside of my door, that might be appropriate. So every time I left my house, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna see some shit today. My wife, she came running back, she's like, Toby, I just saw 2 dead cats in our garbage can. I'm like, why are you surprised? You saw the sign? Chinatown is that way.
Except for I'm one of those ABCs, you know? Accidentally born Chinese. No, there's 1.5 billion of us. You think we're all planned? You think we want it to happen this way? Don't you think the number 1.5 billion sounds like something went out of hand?
But that's enough about you. Let me tell you about myself, okay? Like he said, I'm from Washington, D.C., and like many of you expats here, I moved to Beijing, and I ended up in a long-distance relationship. She lives in Udalco. we never get to see each other.
Speaking of kids, does anybody here have kids? No. I got 2 kids right now, and it's a really exciting time because the ransom is due. Now, my cousin's friends are in the army, and I don't know if you can believe this, but they're in the army and they're also a bit racist. I don't know if that's believable or not. But I was talking to them and I was dreading them mentioning China, and eventually one of them did mention China to me. And he said, because I'm a teacher here, he said, hey Paul, when you're teaching your Chinese students, do you ever get confused because they all look the same? And I said to him, no, I don't. Have you ever thought that perhaps you're a cunt?
In terms of relationships with girls, I see relationships like a game of chess. I fucking hate chess.
Another thing you notice when you're here in Beijing, you notice is like a lot of people here, a lot of jobs here is just like sitting or just standing next to a building, and that's it. Like that's the job. And I always thought that was weird because it's just like, how do you interview for a job like that? You can't just go in and sit down. The guy's like, whoa, buddy. You don't have the job yet. You can't stand up because he's gonna be like, you know what, Ned is just showing off, all right? Can you just lay down so we can start this interview, please?
Oh man, that was fantastic. I can't wait to see their next show. Those guys, they fucking kept me on the edge of my seat.
I like that Ryan Ha guy, although I have to say the bit about the ass licking was a little too risque for my taste.
Well, we had a lot of fun today. It was a great show.
It was amazing. Great people,
everyone.
Everyone's really good. It's a really good show.
Beer Mania was a great venue. Everybody's awesome, from the MC to everybody on stage. It was fucking hilarious. I was pissing my pants, so I wore fucking diapers.
That was funny as shit. It was a good closer.